Happy Monday, it's your iFanboy Mini, which is the regular issue size of the giant size issue of iFanboy, the comic book video show. If that makes sense, does it? It's your Monday pick of the week, which is normally a Friday, but Memorial Day last week messed everything up, so I hope you had a nice holiday, because it made it hard on us. Okay, so the pick of the week is Giant-Size Astonishing X-Men #1, which was really the 25th issue of the legendary, or soon-to-be legendary, Joss Whedon, John Cassaday Astonishing X-Men run, or as I like to call it, the best X-Men book in decades. It's true. It's exactly what it was. I don't like the X-Men. I am not a fan. I don't think it's bad. I just never really got into it. And so I didn't start reading this book until 13, 14 issues in. And when I started, I thought, who are all these characters? And what are they doing? And then the next issue, I thought, what are they doing again? And the next issue I thought, wait, what are they doing again? And I thought that all the way up through this one. But every time, about a third or halfway through, I sorted it out. And it was made easier by the fact that Whedon writes the hell out of this book. And the characters in it, and the moments in it, and the dialogue is pitch perfect, and the plot really takes turns on you. It twists, and he knows how to write for comic books, even though it's not his main milieu. So that's really great to see, and you can see that he loves to do this story. He connects with these characters. He does these stories really, really well. And you know what's cool is that he brought into this all of these other characters from the Marvel Universe. He had Spider-Man, and he had the Fantastic Four, and Doctor Strange, and other X-Men, and he nailed them too. There was the Spider-Man in this was awesome. I mean, I was like, wow, he should probably write Spider-Man. And the Fantastic Four in this, also awesome. And I don't really know what happened with that part of the story, but they all drooled. And that was friggin' cool, because Reed Richards was drooling. You don't get that in a lot of books. Basically, the ending of this was, fast forward or don't watch the rest, I guess, if you don't want to. Kitty Pryde had to make a big sacrifice. And it was touching and gut-wrenching and drawn so well. And when I'm talking about drawing, John Cassaday is unmatched in that sort of style of epic comic book art that he's like the modern Neil Adams, I guess you could compare him to. There's nobody as good as him. There's not. If you're drawing that kind of style, and he's leaving comics for Hollywood or somewhere, but that's unfortunate. He'll probably be back at some point, but it'll be a while before we see him on a monthly book again, as if we ever did. But he's going to be missed because the dude, some of his stuff looks a little weird, like Scott and Colossus when not in their costumes kind of look similar. But overall, like, the dude does pages amazingly. I mean, when you talk cinematic, he's got cinematic. He's the guy. And when you do emotion, he's got emotion. He does funny. He does the best Logan I've ever seen. By the way, there's a great page where Logan and Armor, where Armor's like, can I help? And he says, are you a beer? And then they fight, and it's cathartic, and it's touching. There's funny moments, there's sad moments. I got chills at the end during the denouement, the wrap-up, the epilogue for everything. They're going through what all the characters went through, and it's just touching, and it's done so well. Like, it's a good comic book, and it's going to be a legendary run. People are going to talk about this along the likes with Dark Phoenix and on Days of Future Past, I guess. As those things, the best comic book, best X-Men comic book in a really long time. Some of the best superhero comics going. And a perfect ending. He didn't drop the ball. He nailed every single bit of this, and I loved it. If you want to read my full review, get over to ifanboy.com, check it out there, and go to ifanboy.com/comics to read other reviews of other comics and more reviews of this comic, and get over to revision3.com/ifanboy for more videos. Thanks very much.